one thing that you want to make sure that you get in the game?
My drip. 24, I got the big shorts, so.
It's like coming full circle because it's like 2003 draft class, and then we went.
Well, the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K and the starting group for the Grizzlies. Desmond Bane out there with Santi Aldama. Then there's Prez. Then there's Jackson. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. And for Chicago, Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. White is out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Levine. The overall approach has seemed to be steady as she goes. Let's stay in our lane. Business as usual. But do you think that'll continue?
And business has been good, Kevin. One of the best attendance rates in the league. But listen, this is a Bulls organization that has to figure out its right direction and see how they can continue to build and find a way to build from the ground up and reach new heights, whether it is going a more rebuilding route, a more in the middle route, versus going and really taking big swings. I think this is an organization that is very much trying to find their direction.
Oh, you're kind of setting the table. A lot could happen with this team. Good stuff. On the wing, Levine. Back to White. Can't connect from short range. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Last time they met was in Memphis.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Not just forcing mistakes, but converting them into buckets on the other end. Great controlled aggression from their D in that game.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
The first one falls.
The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
He doesn't get the second one. Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies in their last game, a loss to the Philadelphia 76ers. Here's White. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's Bane. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
This is the defense Bane attracts, and he's superb at fending them off.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Billy Donovan and I got a chance to talk for a little bit. Desmond Bane was the topic, and Coach was effusive with his praise. He said Bane is a great catch-and-shoot guy, but he'll find ways to contribute no matter what. He also said Bane is hard to game plan for, but they'll do their best not to let him get in rhythm. They will have their hands full tonight, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
And if he sniffs the rim, he's attacking. Giddey not messing around when he gets in close like that.
Shams, you've been around the NBA for a long time now. Which players do you enjoy watching the most?
Greatness, especially the guys that are regarded among the greatest of all time, like LeBron James, like Stephen Curry, like Kevin Durant. You have to throw those in there. But this is a new era, a new crop. The Jason Tatums, Jaylen Browns, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Have to throw Luka Doncic in there. You have Donovan Mitchell, you have Paolo Banchero, you have Tyrese Halliburton, you have Joel Embiid, you have Tyrese Maxey, Jimmy Butler, you have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Devin Booker, Zion Williamson, Anthony Davis, De'Aaron Fox, Victor Wembanyama. So let's not have anyone here left out.
All right, they're all fun to watch.
Zach LaVine just lets the game come so naturally. His ability to catch and shoot is one of the quickest in the league.
Here's Prez. And came off that recent loss to Atlanta.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. It looked like they were just going through the motions.
Yeah, you hate to be critical, but that's part of our job. You have to call it the way we see it. That night, they were flat.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
bad outing.
They've got some things to figure out.
Now here's Prez. Guarded closer. Pass to Aldama. On the wing, Bain. Just 5 to shoot. They need this. Rebounded by Vucevic.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Giddy, no one around him. That 3 off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Here's Morant. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Giddy's got 6.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Shams, we know you are so connected and on top of so many great stories and players and trends in the NBA. I have to ask, what is your, like I'm talking to my teenage daughter, what is your screen time like? You've got to be in front of that computer and clearly in front of your phone every minute, or at least most every minute of every hour of every day.
It's not as high as it needs to be, Kevin, I'll tell you that much. And thankfully, it's not always like that, but certainly at the biggest times of the year, free agency, draft, trade deadline, it is... certainly up there, almost in the 19 to 20 range. Kevin, what's your screen time? I feel like you might have a high screen time. You want to be plugged in. I know it.
I take 2 months off in the summer, but for those 10 months, it's 7 days a week, a lot like you. But I know how much happens in the offseason. That's my interest in sitting next to you here courtside tonight, is that you're watching this game, but your mind is always thinking about this and that, and it never ends. Like, you must not get much sleep. You cannot get much sleep, right? My goodness.
We do get sleep, but your off season is my season, Kevin. And I want to make sure as we get this season going, I'm able to inform you.
And you always do. You always do. Passes it to Prez. Back to Morant. Banked in off the glass.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
Now here's Giddy. 11 points last game.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Giddy. Hands it from short range. Giddy's got 10.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
The tray. Prez, no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Here's Morant. Connects on the 9-footer. Morant's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
The pass to Levine. We talked about expansion. That has been floated around. We know that teams would have to realign. Shams, any ideas on which teams might have to shift with expansion in the East or West?
Certainly, most of the potential expansion cities, the high-level ones, have been noted as teams in the West. Maybe you have a team out east that is in the West moving into the Eastern Conference. But the league could obviously surprise everyone with a different solution, maybe having one expansion team be an Eastern Conference team, one being a West. There's several options that Adam Silver in the NBA.
I would think New Orleans would be one of those teams, right? Just where they are geographically. Memphis, those 2 teams are in the West, and I could see them maybe going east. Possible?
Certainly Minnesota and Memphis. Those are 2 teams that, to me, have an Eastern Conference.
Working his way inside. Vooch ready to battle for it.
Second team foul.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bulls?
Well, they're off to a good start, getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
And the first one at the line is good. The Grizzlies trail by 6, so the Grizzlies 5 right now. We've got Desmond Bain. Santi Aldama is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Ja Morant, and it's Prez in at the 2 spot. Shot clock at 6. Bain, that one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
With all the points he gets on the perimeter, it's trouble for the D when Bain starts getting points inside.
Pass to Williams. Smith outside. Williams with the ball. Aldama's there. And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Smith.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Hey, Shams, you're always on the pulse of those league-changing trades. We certainly saw some impactful ones last season.
Across the board, the Pacers, the Mavericks, they made deep runs, and they did so on the back of some big trade deadline moves. Those are transformations that excite all of us to witness. Even New York, getting OG Anunoby at the trade deadline. This is a league that's built on capitalizing at the moment and striking when the iron's hot. And we saw multiple teams do that this last season.
That trade deadline was phenomenal for those teams you mentioned. Really impactful.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
The strong finish from Jackson Jr. He goes up with power inside the paint.
Chicago leading by 4. White left side. Now Giddey. 12 points for him, and they pick up 2.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Pass to Prez. For 3. It's all in by the Bulls. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it up.
The all-around game of Levine, an excellent passer for his position.
Back to Morant. The dish to Prez. It's blocked. White against Morant. It's White on the wing. Coming off 31 points last game. Low block shot, and it's finished off inside by Smith. Smith's got the lead up to 10 now for Chicago.
And just running the offense, White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Here's Morant. An easy 2 points on the layup. Morant's got 12.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And Shams, nothing gets a workout like your phone. We were talking NBA. We're watching this game. You got this great group here courtside. You've got 2 phones working, and I'm sure there's a 3rd hidden in your bag. Can you estimate how many texts do you send and receive a day? Is there even a number we can put with that?
Kevin, how many texts do you get a day related to NBA info? You're coming at me. You know the job is, it's hundreds of messages flooding my phone on a daily basis. And the screen time usually in busy seasons tends to be closer to 18 to 20 hours. But this is what we sign up for. This is what we love to inform the audience.
Oh, and I know you love every second of it. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league So I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Prez, no good.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Williams kicks to White. Outside, Levine. Looking to get back on track here. And then Levine with the jam.
Man, I'm telling you, every time Zach LaVine takes flight, we need this man back in the dunk contest quickly.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Morant passes to Prez. Back to Morant. And Morant throws it down.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Here's White. He has yet to score. Kicks it to Williams. The Grizzlies pull it in. Aldama's got 4 rebounds in this game. Morant passes to Bane. And Levine with the block.
When you got bounce like Levine, you're always a threat to get your hand on the ball when you contest.
You know, Shams, I don't know how many kids grow up thinking they're going to be an NBA insider. But clearly that is something that you probably thought about at one time or another. Did you think that was going to be your path?
Kevin, I knew at the age of 16 years old what I wanted to do, and this path I wanted to take an insider for the NBA because I loved playing basketball, I loved writing, and I had a genuine passion for transactions, for the behind-the-scenes stories. So to be able to tell that story to the fans, I feel like I am one of the fans. That's why I feel like I can relate to the fans, and so that's what inspired me mostly to take this career path that I've taken.
So connected. It is a pleasure reading you and hearing you.
Kevin, appreciate you so much, and just know the stories will keep coming.
Chicago calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into...
So it's Chicago looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And with
Grizzlies, 53.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You have to like what you're seeing, guys, from Josh Giddey.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Levine and Williams up in the forward position. Josh Giddey is out there with Kobe White. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Here's Prez. Good on the triple. Prez has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Not just a scorer. Bane is willing to set up others and does a very good job of it.
Bane against Levine. And Levine throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. We'll take it.
Here's Bane. Great D that time from Vucevic.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Giddey. They get it again. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Bain kicks to Morant. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Pass to Giddey. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And the rejection by Jackson. It's Morant in the corner. Prez with the ball. 7 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
White looking around. There's the pass to Giddey. And he uses the glass on the layup. Giddey's got 20.
And this is why many are excited about Giddey's future, showing how dangerous he can be on offense.
On the wing, Bain. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. He feeds it to Jackson. That one doesn't drop. And so White will bring it up for the Bulls. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to Giddey. He dishes it to Levine. Launches it. A three-pointer is right on target. Giddey's got 9 points in the quarter.
And not a guy who takes a ton of threes, but Giddey can knock them down if you let him.
Aldama passes to Prez. White against Morant. Shoots over White. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Morant's got 18 points.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Count that bucket.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Pass to Prez. Back to Morant. Bain looking around. Shoots it. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got 11 rebounds in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
The drive by Bain. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Strong move by Bain. You could see it in his eyes that no one was stopping that drive.
And the foul called on Prez. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Giddey. 25 points in the game. Passes it to Vucevic. Dishes it to Williams. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. The Grizzlies trail by 14. And there's the pass to Prez. Fires the 3. Chicago grabs the miss. White's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Levine.
Never afraid of getting physical with the defense. Levine welcomes any chance he can to get to that line.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Chicago.
They've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
And so he hits both.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Memphis has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Pass to Jackson. Outside, Bain. Rebound by Williams.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Giddey finds Levine. Aldama with the rebound. Aldama's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now Prez, 10 points for him. Takes a 3. That one misses. Bulls leading by 16. Giddey kicks to Williams. Aldama with the rebound. For Memphis, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Stolen by Levine. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Here's Aldama. He's guarded by Williams. Count it. Aldama's got 5 points so far. Chicago's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. White drives in. The teardrop falls in. And the Bulls lead by 18.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Bounce pass from Aldama. Morant against White. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson trying to break free. And it's Morant missing. And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Yeah, we can see over here, the coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Smith checked in for Vucevic. Torrey Craig comes in for Zach LaVine. Carter, he's checked in for Josh Giddey. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Kobe White. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama. Vince Williams is checked in for Bane. And Smart subbed in for Morant. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Chicago. The Grizzlies shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
And that one falls for Williams. Rose, he's checked in. The Grizzlies trail by 14. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. We've got Prez. Jaren Jackson is out there with Santi Aldama. Then there's Desmond Bane. And it's Morant in at the point guard position.
It's been the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games. And they've made that adjustment since the break.
Stolen by Jackson. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Bane. And that one is off. Nice D from Levine. Well, the Bulls shooting straight 49% from the field. Right the pass to Vucevic. Now here's Giddey. T right on him. Levine's shot is off.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
And it's good for 2.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense in no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Here's Giddy. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Jaron Jackson Jr.
That's on Jaron Jackson.
Personal foul.
And you can't get too physical
Team foul.
with Giddy, or else he will draw
Line
the
for
whistle.
Bulls, Josh Giddy. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one.
And that's a spot of the floor Giddy wants to improve. It certainly puts in the work there to get better.
Good on the second free throw. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Pass to Prez. Aldama with the ball. Morant outside. Drives to the hoop. Shoots over Vucevic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
The speed and athleticism of Morant is a tough combination to guard, which is why he gets fouled.
John Morant taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, Ja Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
White against Morant. Takes the 13-footer. And again, Chicago. No good. And so it's Payne who brings up the ball for Memphis. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? As far as taking care of the basketball, immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half.
And White kicks to Williams. Passes it to Levine. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Clock at 6. White the pass to Levine. There's the triple. Craig T that time from Payne.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
Here's Prez. The shot will not fall. Nice defense from Giddy. Over in the corner, White. Outside, Levine. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Well, he better buy his teammates dinner tonight because they've covered him for what has been a terrible, absolutely terrible shooting display.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
I'm sure they wish they made this run sooner, but they've still got time to come away and steal this one.
Here's Giddy. And the rejection by Jackson. On the pass to Prez. And Vucevic pulls it down.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Looking to end his cold spell.
One of the best dunkers of this era. Levine loves to put on a show.
Memphis with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. And here is Prez. Down low. Jackson finds Prez. 6 to shoot. From outside the arc. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Pass to Giddy. Outside, White. From 20 feet out and right on target. Good. And it's an 8-point Bulls lead.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Prez passes to Aldama. So the wing on the left. Here's Morant. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
Williams in the post. Aldama's there. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Jaren Jackson. And that one falls for Williams.
At the line for the Bulls, Patrick.
And Williams drops them both. Now here's Morant. Over White. And it's Morant missing.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Giddey, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 8. From past the arc. Prez, no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
First personal foul.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Pass to Prez. Aldama with the ball. Memphis moving it around. Morant kicks to Bane. Out to Morant. And it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
Little sweet touch on the floater. Morant has so many shots to choose from in his bag.
Giddey with it. He's picked up by Morant. Morant with the steal. They're running up the floor. That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Prez.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Passes to Vucevic. Now Giddey. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Giddey's got 32 points in the game.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Now Prez. Outside, Bane. Morant left side. And then Morant rams it in.
He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Levine finds Giddey. Outside, White. Back to Giddey. From deep. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Morant. Jackson down low. Vucevic defending.
Oh, this is what you love seeing. Jackson Jr. using that size advantage on the offensive glass.
Here's Giddey. Driving the lane, and he jams it with authority.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Morant passes to Prez. Aldama with the ball. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Lonzo Ball, he's checked in for White.
Checking into the game for your Bulls.
Chicago leading by 7. To the paint. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
No question, Vucevic is locked in right now, just giving a ton of energy on that offensive end.
Morant kicks to Prez. Inside, it's stolen by Vucevic. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. And it's Morant with the rebound. Morant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morant's got 14 points now in the second half.
And if you're wondering what makes Josh so special, it's his ability to take over games all by himself.
That one drops for him. And the Bulls lead by 9.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Now the pass to Bane. Lays it up off the glass. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. And the Bulls call timeout here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
Time for T-shirts.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Josh Giddey.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting a big game out of someone other than one of their stars. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. Now, he said, come on, can anybody make a three? We have to be better for deep. Implore his team to find the shooters, get them open with movement and picks. See if it works. Right?
Thanks so much, David.
From his first day in the league, opponents are going to make him earn it at the line. And look, Morant, he'll give him an easy look.
John Morant taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that trims the lead to 6. He hits both from the stripe.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
Ball with it. Outside, Levine. And the Bulls with another miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Oh, big three right there. I mean, I've got to say, defensive breakdown, no doubt. They've got to have a bigger man on him.
Here's Levine. And the rejection by Jackson. Williams dishes the ball. Just 5 on the clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Ball against Morant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
So good at staying in attack mode. When Morant is going at defenses, he forces them to foul him.
John Morant, 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1. That one drops. He ties it up.
In a tight game, he is exactly who you wanted at the line.
Chicago has gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Looking to get it going. And Levine with the slam.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Perez passes to Jackson. Payne against Levine. Outside, Payne down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Levine. It falls. A huge shot to tie it up.
ICE, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Levine. Here's Vucevic. And Payne pulls it down. And so it's Memphis with it. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Morant against Ball. Morant left side. Missed.
Nice work to rise up and secure that miss. Solid rebounding effort from him.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. And the Grizzlies with possession here. Santi Aldama is out there with Desmond Bane. Then there's Smart. Then there's Prez. And it's Jackson in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Kind of a rare spot for Bane, but he's a true shooter, so he can get it dialed in.
Ball kicks to Levine. Vucevic up top. Outside, Ball. There's the dish to Levine. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Smart. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Zach LaVine.
Look, scrappy play has always been a staple for Marcus Smart. He just loves to create contact and get in the fray.
Marcus Smart, 2 shots.
And that one falls for Smart.
Look, Marcus Smart is the pulse of the team. He plays with passion and does whatever his team needs from him.
Whitey's checked in for the Bulls. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Chicago, Kobe White. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for White. And both free throws good for White. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Grizzlies. It's a 1-point game. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Jackson trying to break free. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Second personal foul.
Staying in attack mode. Smart earning that and one all by himself.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Marcus Smart. Shooting 1.
And that one falls for Smart.
This is surely a spot that Marcus Smart has shown signs of being really good. He's definitely improved from the moment that he came into the league until now.
Pass to Vucevic. Back to White. Outside Williams. The three. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's White. Got it. Good job in the low post. And the Bulls lead by 1.
And you can argue this is White at his best. Just an absolute terror in transition.
Now here's Prez. Giddy defending. Pass to Smart. Fires from way outside. It's rebounded by Giddy. Giddy's got 6 rebounds now in the game. This one for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Just under 2.5 minutes passed here in this overtime. Here's Smart. Doesn't go for him. White with the defensive effort. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 so far in their 3-point attempts in overtime. Levine can't hit. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 5 on shot attempts since the end of regulation.
Look, that's going to happen when Smart gets in there with those trees. If you're a little too aggressive, things can happen.
13 foul. Shooting for Memphis, Marcus Smart at the line for 2.
And that one falls for Smart. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Chicago trailing here. Outside, White. Pass to Giddy. And the foul called on Prez. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Chicago with the ball. Levine for 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got rebound number 12. No good.
2 minutes remaining in overtime.
And so here is Chicago. They trail by 1. On the call with the foul.
4th personal foul.
Athletically gifted, a knockdown shooter. It feels like Levine is constantly underappreciated for all the things that he does.
2 shots.
And so he's good on both free throws. And that gives them the lead.
And this is how you execute. Creating any type of separation is huge right now.
Timeout called. The Grizzlies. They're down by 1. A minute 50 left to play in OT, and this battle continuing.
Make some noise one more time for your Bulls, kid.
And here's Smart. Outside for Jackson. Shoots the 3. And again, Memphis no good. Now Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from 3-point range since the end of regulation. White. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Aldama's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Prez passes to Jackson. Tries yet again. Fires it up. And he banks that one home.
Won't shy away from the big moment. No hesitation from Jackson Jr. on that shot.
Levine. Aldama with the rebound. Memphis has gotten neither of their first 2 3-point attempts to fall in overtime. Williams against Jackson.
says Jaren Jackson Jr. He was ready to shoulder the load there.
Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 43 seconds left in the first overtime.
In here right now, gets free t-shirts.
Right the pass to Vucevic. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Goes back up. That one, no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
The pass to Aldama. 5 to shoot. Jackson finds Prez. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And no secret here, guys. They've got to get a 3 if we're going to get yet another overtime.
Timeout call the Grizzlies. 5 seconds left to play in the first overtime.
All right, fans, let's turn it up a notch. Let's hear you get wow. Come on, fans, stand up and make some noise.
Right side Bain over Levine. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime number 2. And we'll get going after this from United Center. Can't stop now. We're ready for another extra period. What a game of basketball this has been. And here are the Grizzlies now. Now here's Smart. Here's Prez. No good with the triple. Here's Giddey, and he slams it one-handed.
Showing off those playmaking skills. Levine keeps his head up and makes the easy play.
Smart kicks to Prez. Back to Smart. Clock at 6. Pass to Bain. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Bain's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He used to catch defenders off guard with his range, but now everyone knows that Bain is a marksman.
Now White, outside Levine. At the top of the key, Williams. Offline from the top of the key. And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for Memphis. They lead by 1. Here's Prez. Misses the 3.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Here's Vucevic. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
On the interior, Vuce, look, this man has so many moves to account for.
Smart up top, White covering. Smart kicks to Bain. Puts up a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bain's got 26 points.
Just absolute ice in the veins of Bain. That is an impressive bucket.
Now here's Giddey. He's guarded closely. Right the pass to Giddey. Offensive rebound. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket. Giddey's got 40 points.
Stone cold stuff there from Josh Giddey. Big time shot in the moment.
Timeout call, the Grizzlies. And for the Grizzlies, they're shooting here about 46% for the game. To the left wing. Aldama finds Prez. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Giddey. The Bulls shooting in this game, 45%. Looking to end his cold spell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
It's the fearless nature of Levine's game that is so fun to watch. It is impressive watching him get in the paint and get calls.
Levine.
And so Levine nails both of them. Memphis trailing here. Pass to Aldama. Back to Smart. Over White. Nice shot by Smart. Smart's got it all tied up now for Memphis.
He's played in so many big games in his career. Marcus Smart is locked in for that big moment.
2 minutes remaining in overtime.
Levine inside the three-point line. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 15 rebounds here tonight.
You can't be overzealous when guarding Maine. You find ways to draw the whistle.
Personal foul. 14th foul. Shooting for Memphis, Desmond Bain. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that gives them the lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
In Levine, here we go. The shot misses. Great D that time from Bain. Passes it to Aldama. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
3rd personal foul. 15th foul. At the line for the Grizzlies, Santi Aldama, taking 2 shots.
That's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Here's White. And the call on the shot that sends it into the line. It's going to be on Desmond Bain.
15 foul.
And probably more of a natural scorer than passer. White has worked hard on his playmaking ability.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for White. The Grizzlies shooting here about 46% for the game. The pass to Prez. The 3. Offensive rebound. Comes up empty down low. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Takes it inside. Got it.
And I love going to Giddey there at 6'8" with his skill. Josh can get that one off anytime he wants.
Smart kicks to Prez. Back to Smart. Pass to Aldama. From the arc. Rebound by Williams.
And he has been a mad bomber from three-point range here in OT. Nothing, though, falling. Not the time to go cold from downtown.
Over in the corner, White. 5 on the clock. Kick out to Levine. Nails the tray.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're trailing by 4. 16 seconds left to play in the second overtime period. Could not get a winner with just one. Smart deciding where to go with it. Pass to Bain to end the run. Good! And that shot brings them to within just one.
And just no better time to catch fire from 3 than overtime. He's hitting those triples like it's nothing.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Josh Giddey taking 2 shots.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 2. Here's Bain. Launches from deep. Off target from downtown. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. A double overtime game can really take its toll on the players, and after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
No doubt. I mean, when you have to dig that deep and play with that much determination to get a win, it was earned. And I tell you what, they got to.
I'm just saying, I make this in 2 days. It is evident I do better when I feel like the world against me and think I should never win. Can I